to be a try-on video of all the products that Chop got me in our makeup swap. So I'm going to be showing you guys those products in action today. It wasn't too many products to do like a full face of makeup, but I still wanted to show you guys how they perform, and this will be a collab video with Moment with Chip. So before you watch this video, please go and subscribe to her channel. I'll leave her link below. As you guys know, I love her. I'm so happy we're back collaborating with each other again. It's been quite a few months since we've collaborated. The last time we did a collaboration was when we did our 4th of July makeup tutorial, so it has been a couple of months. So I hope you guys enjoy the looks that we create, and make sure to check out her video in the description box below. I can't wait to see what she comes up with the products that she uses that I gifted her. So let's get into this video. So let me just set my eyes first, because I did let my primer sit for like a minute on my eyes. So she didn't get me an eyeshadow primer, so I will be using one of my newer palettes in this video. I actually have been rotating a couple of eyeshadow palettes lately. It hasn't just been my new palettes, but I really just wanted to get some use out of this palette again because I love it so much. So I'm going to use my ColourPop So Jaded Kathleen Lights and ColourPop palette. So excited to use this again. I used it yesterday and I'm going to use it today as well. So here are the shades, and you guys know I freaking love this palette, so I really just wanted to dive into it again today. So I'm going to do a pretty simple neutral look. So I'm going to take the shade Royal Jewels, and I'm going to use that as, not Royal Jewels, Rose Quartz, and I'm going to use that as my crease shade. I'll just use it as my crease slash transition slash crease shade Can I speak? So I'm going to be using the crease brush that she gifted me from last year. I was actually kind of surprised that she didn't gift me brushes this year. I was kind of expecting a little brush set, but it's okay. So we're just going to work this back and forth, because these brushes from Too Faced that she got me last year, I pretty much use these every day. So, and I feel like I'm kind of in a little bit of a need for new brushes. So I was kind of surprised there was no brushes in there, but that's okay. I still like the other stuff that she got me. So I'm going to work this in the crease. For me, I really tried and made sure that she had a lot of products that she could use in like a full face. So I can't wait to see what she comes up with. It'll be really fun. I did end up exchanging the highlighter that I already had, and I actually picked up just a couple of skincare products that I really needed with that, so that was actually really helpful. So then I didn't have to spend so much money on it. And I also used my 20% off for the VIB sale. Those are the only two things that I picked up for myself. I'll probably share that in the video, in the makeup swap. Like, I might record a little clip after this and just like show you guys that I got that with the highlighter that I exchanged. But I will be using that highlighter in this video today, just because we have to use a highlighter, obviously, and that was the one that she had gotten me, so we're still going to use it. Okay, so that is Rose Quartz. It's one of my favorites in this palette. I use it like all the time when I use this palette. It's such a beautiful shade. Okay, and then I'm going to use the shade, I'm just going to use some Jasper, not too much. Actually, maybe, yeah, we're going to use Jasper. Make it a little bit browner. Jasper is so pigmented. These mattes in here are so damn pigmented. So I'm just going to work that in the crease. Takes like 2 seconds basically, and it's already in the crease. But this has by far been my favorite ColourPop palette this year. I love it. I wish I could use it every single day. I love it that much. I feel like I could use this every single day and I would never get tired of it. I feel like this is like the one palette that I would need for like months, because I just freaking love it so much. The only thing that I don't like is that there's no gold in here. And I was like, if there was a shimmery gold in here, it would have been the absolute like perfect palette for me. So yeah, that looks really pretty actually. Okay, and then for the outer corners, I'm going to use the shade Stoned, which is this one right here. If you guys own the Zodiac palette, it is the shade Virgo. She just put this in this palette as well. I kind of wish that she made it a little bit more gray tone then if she called it Stone, but it's okay. It's like the perfect outer corner shade for all like the neutral looks that I do with this palette, so it's usually my go-to outer corner shade every time I use this palette to do like an everyday neutral look. So I'm just going to take that. I don't think I've done really too many like neutral looks with this palette on camera. I think I only did one when I first got the palette, and then I did a 3-in-1 video of looks, so I haven't really used it on camera since that video. I, of course, dipped into the wrong shade. I dipped into Jasper accidentally, so let's dip into Stoned. I'm torn as to whether I want to use Smoky Quartz or Moonstone on my lid. I have used Smoky Quartz a bit more than Moonstone, but they're both such stunning like silvery shades. They're so pretty, like cool toned shimmers. I might use both. I might just layer them. Okay, so that's it for that. And then I'm just going to pop on my glitter glue. So just give me a second. My NYX glitter glue. Okay, so for the lid, I do really want to use Smoky Quartz, but I also really want to use Moonstone. But I think I used Moonstone for the last neutral look I did. So I'm going to go in with Smoky Quartz first. This guy right here. It's a really beautiful shimmer. And it's so pigmented. I think as soon as I put this on, I might just be okay with it. Yeah, look at that. The shimmers in this palette are just so beautiful. So pretty. I love it. I might put Moonstone on the inner part. So that is Smoky Quartz, and it's just stunning. I didn't want to spend too long on the eyes since, again, she didn't get me any lip products, so I'm going to be mostly, you know, showing you guys the rest of the products, obviously. I don't have a tissue, of course, so I can't use this finger. You know what? I think I'm just going to put this all over the lid. I don't really feel like doing another color, to be honest. I might put Diamond on top instead, which is one of my favorites too. I mean, it's just stunning. I love this palette so much. I'm surprised, Chip, that you didn't pick this up because she told me like when she saw me use it on camera, she was like, I might need that. But I think because she picked up all 3 of the ABH Nervina palettes, I think she decided that she didn't need this one. And I'm like, I understand. So yeah, this is going to be like a chatty get ready with me style. I don't know. You know what? I think I am going to put a little bit of Moonstone just on the center. Or there's like a light dusting on top. Yeah, that looks really pretty. I really like those two together. Moonstone is such a that added such a pretty shimmer on top. That's really pretty. I like that. Moonstone is so beautiful. It has like this shift of like blue glitters in it, and you can't really see it unless you put it on your lid, and it looks so beautiful. And then for the brow bone, I'm just going to take my go-to brow bone highlight for this palette. I'm going to take my Precious. The shade that I put on top of Smoky Quartz is Moonstone. Such a beautiful shade. I'm going to take my Precious, sorry, I just burped, and I'm going to apply that to my brow bone. And that's pretty much it for the eyes. I really need to tweeze my eyebrows, so excuse my eyebrows. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the eyes. I really didn't want to spend too much time on my eyes today because I really want to show you guys the other products, and I'm just going to clean up some of the transfer and clean up my under eyes, and then we'll do the face. Okay, so let's jump into primer. So she got me a couple of Farsali products in her makeup swap. in our makeup swap, I mean. So I've been using the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist 24 Gold Infused Hydrate and Prime and Set Setting Spray. I've been using this as a like priming spray, as like a the first step that you do. So I'm going to spray this to hydrate my face and prime it at the same time. And you really don't need too much. You only need about like 3 spritzes because it disperses really, really nicely. So I did about 4. It does smell a little bit funny. I don't love the scent of it. Kind of got some on my lips, Gibby. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did get a little bit on my lips. I got like the taste in my mouth. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Blah, blah. Oh my God. I did really get that on my mouth. Okay. And then for the primer, she also got me a like small primer set of the Farsali essences, and these are little elixirs. So I'm going to be using the Farsali Unicorn Essence. Can I speak? And I've been using this every day since she got it for me as a primer, and I really like this. I know that this is like all over Instagram and stuff. If I could keep it on my actual face, that'd be great. Because I got some on my pants, but that's okay. It'll dry. I'm going to take that and work it into my face. And honestly, it's so nice on the skin. It's so hydrating. It feels really, really nice that I'm almost like wanting to maybe possibly get the full size of this because it feels amazing on the skin. And I've never tried Farsali before this, and this has a really, really nice light scent. So the scent from the spray, which I really don't love, smells really good with this together. It has like a really light like vanilla scent, and it smells so good. But this hydrates your, like this combo with this and this like really hydrates your skin. So I've been loving it, especially in the fall and winter when it gets colder out. My skin gets so dry, so it's been really nice to wear that combo. So now I'm going to do my foundation. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it off camera, but I'm like, you know what, let's just do it. So I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. I haven't used this in quite a while, so I'm going to use it today. Sorry that the bottle's a little bit like dirty. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, I haven't used this in a long time for my foundation. This is not my absolute favorite foundation, but it looks really nice on the skin. So I'm going to use it. I just feel like I don't love it at the end of the day, but let's see how it holds up with this. But yeah, I haven't used this foundation in a hot minute. I don't think I've used it for like a month or 2. I've just been hooked on other foundations in my collection, but that's what I said when I used my Maybelline Fit Me with Marley. So I was like, you know what? Let's dig out a foundation I haven't used in quite a while. So I'm just going to buff that in. So I'm really hoping that she's going to love the products that I got her. We were supposed to get each other products from each category of makeup, like 1 blush, 1 highlighter, 1 bronzer, a mascara, primer, lipstick, lip gloss, and she pretty much got me all of that except for blush, and I was kind of like wondering why there wasn't any blush in the box, but then she had gotten me a highlighter that I already had, and I was like, you know what, it's fine. I mean, I love the highlighter, and obviously I'm going to use it, and it's already one that I own. I just thought it was going to be a different shade. But even if she put like a brush set in the box, I wouldn't have even needed that highlighter or like a blush palette, but it's okay. Maybe next year. I understand that she was probably in a rush, and I know that she was on a budget this year because she told me that she was going to Africa, which is crazy. She told me that she's going to Africa in December. I was like, what? I was like, that is freaking awesome. But if she didn't want to do it, she could have just told me. But at the same time, like, I think she was still excited to do it. So I'm hoping that she'll love her products. I'm really excited for her to get them. It's out for delivery today, so hopefully she will get it today and it won't get lost in the mail like it did last time. So this foundation is not really full coverage, so I kind of wanted to go in with a concealer that's kind of medium to full coverage. So I'm going to use my Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. Also, because I think that this is going to be a good color to use with this foundation, so I'm just going to take that. I just wanted to use a relatively new concealer. I'm really interested in trying the Dose of Colors new concealer. I really want to try that one, and I'm also really interested in trying the new ColourPop concealer. So there's not too many things that I want makeup wise right now, but because I really want to try and not buy any makeup too much. But ColourPop has been coming out with some really amazing releases with Disney lately, and now they're releasing a whole collection for Frozen 2, and it comes out on Friday. And I saw the sneak peeks on Trend Mood of the collections, and the eyeshadow palettes look so freaking stunning that I might actually need to get both of them. And I think that that's why I was happy that Chip didn't get me an eyeshadow palette, because I didn't realize I was going to be picking up 2 more eyeshadow palettes, but they look so freaking beautiful that I'm like, and I know that everyone and their mom loves Frozen, but I freaking love Frozen. I love Elsa, I love Anna, I just love Frozen. It's such a good movie. And I'm so excited for the second one. I can't believe it's been like 5 years, but I really want the eyeshadow palettes. They look, the packaging is stunning on this collection. Like Disney's packaging, whoever designs their packaging is so freaking stunning. Like, I didn't think they were going to come out with a Disney collaboration like this fast, but since the movie's coming out, and I was kind of thinking about, like, you know, they don't really release anything for Frozen. I was like, I wonder if someone's going to release a collection for Frozen this time, because it's been like 5 years since the first movie. And I think that's when ColourPop first started out, was when the first Frozen movie came out. I'm not sure if it was like 2012, 13. I think it was around that time. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be even sooner. I mean, it might be even later, like 2014 or 15. But this collection looks so freaking stunning that I might need both of the eyeshadow palettes. And I might not even use them too much, but honestly, I might use them like all through the winter time, because they're such wintry kind of palettes. I feel like I've gotten a palette for every season from ColourPop this year. Like, I feel like I've already picked up 5 ColourPop palettes this year, I think. I picked up the Main Squeeze, the Aha Honey, the So Jaded, the Midnight Masquerade, and the Sweet Talk palette. And now I'm going to get the 2 Frozen palettes, because they just look so beautiful. And I'm like, I keep on eyeing them, and they look so beautiful. I'm just like, no, like, I really want them. Wow, this concealer looks so good today. Okay, so let's just set my under eyes and my T-zone with my Thrive Cosmetics powder. You guys know it's my holy grail, tried and true. I just freaking love it. Okay, and then I'm just going to set my face. This foundation feels so good on my skin, but I also think it's because of the primers. They just feel really nice. And then to set my face, of course, I'm going to use my favorite powder, which is my Charlotte Tilbury. I'm really trying to use this guy up, so I've been using it like every day lately. It really does last a pretty long time. Like, I feel like it's been taking me quite a while to get through the outside of this. A lot more time than it took for me to take this long to hit pan on it. I don't know what I just said. Just ignore me. Okay, so Now we're going to do the mascara and everything because she did get me a mascara. So let me just do the lower lash line and the inner corners really quick before I do that. So for the lower lash line, it's going to be so easy. This is going to be so simple. So I'm just going to take Royal Jewels and I'm just going to smudge that on the lower lash line. Why do I keep on calling that Rose Jewels? It's Rose Quartz, Caitlin. It's not Rose Jewels. It's Royal Jewels and Rose Quartz. Those are the two shades, Caitlin. I'm like literally combining the names and telling you that it's called Rose Jewels. That's not what it's called. So there's something going on TV right now that I really want to stay home and watch, but I have to go to work at 1. It's like 12:25 right now. But unless you've been living under a rock, there's a big political thing that's going on TV today, so I'm not going to say my thoughts because, you know, we don't want to get too political, but hopefully it'll be a good outcome. So, and then for the, oh my God, let me just drop everything. Inner corners, I'm going to take my favorite shade for that, and that is Pearl. You guys know I love this freaking shade. It's just literally the perfect inner corner highlight. I was about to just call it the perfect corner highlight. And I'm going to highlight my inner corners. Okay, so okay. So I'm just gonna clean up. I don't know why I can't speak today. I said gonna. I'm gonna clean up that inner corner. And now I'm gonna go into my liner and mascara, which she did get me a mascara. Just want to clean up that transfer a little bit. I haven't done that yet. So now I'm just going to use my Maybelline Skinny Liner. I could get it out of here. In brown. I like never use another liner. This is my absolute favorite liner. I don't even use Costa Rica anymore. Because this is like my favorite liner. Like ever. Okay, let me just clean up that transfer a little bit. I'm just going to take whatever's on my brush. I'm not going to use any product really. I might use a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of Jasper. And because I feel like it didn't do much just doing that. So I'm just going to take that and do that really quick. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so for my upper lash line, upper lashes, I'm going to take the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and she did get this for me. So we're going to apply this to the upper lashes. I have been using this the past couple of days, so I'll tell you guys my thoughts in a second. I have never tried any Milk Makeup mascaras, and I was actually really excited to try this. And like I said in my makeup swap video, wow, this is actually giving me a ton of length today. It hasn't been doing that the past couple of times, maybe because I didn't wipe off the wand this time. Okay. Wow, I actually really love this today. I wasn't really, like, in love with it. I liked it, but now I'm, like, loving it. This gives me a ton of length. Ooh, okay. Because I didn't, like, wipe off the wand. Sorry, my eyes are getting a little bit teary. But it's actually a really nice mascara. It's really easy to use. It doesn't get clumpy. I think that's because of the Kush oil in it. And it's like really nourishing on the lashes. And wow, that gave me a ton of length today. I need to stop wiping off the wand because I actually really like that now. And it does separate quite a bit more than my other mascaras do. and gives me more length. So I really like that. Okay. So now I'm just going to apply my MAC. It's time to apply a black lash off camera because you guys don't need to see that. And then we'll grab the rest of my face products. Okay, so I did my bottom lash mascara. So now we're going to jump into the face products. So she did get me the Guerlain Terracotta Light, the Sunkissed Healthy Glow Powder. So this is their bronzer. And she got me the shade Light. So that's what it looks like. I actually have been using all of these products, the Skin Mist, this has such a strong scent, so I can't really like leave it open, but I really love using it. Like the compact is heavily scented, but once you apply it, let me just talk about this while I'm using it because, yeah, so I take like a light amount, but honestly, it applies so nicely, like you barely need any product. And applies like right away. So let me just show you guys what is that? Why is there a cut in my ear? So I'm just gonna bronze up my skin. And it really like blends so nicely into the skin. Like it takes like no effort to bronze up your skin and you really don't need too much product. Like I'm barely dipping my brush into the compact. And it really just lightly bronzes your skin in like a really, really beautiful, like glowy kind of way. It's so pretty. But the compact is heavily scented, but once you like put it on your face, you really don't smell it too much. Also because it's not really close to my face, but the smell isn't like super strong that it's gonna like linger. But I've been using this every day since I received it from her, and I really, really like it a lot. It's really beautiful. This is like the perfect bronzer for me because you guys know that I don't love a ton of bronzer, but this is really nice and you can build it up if you feel like you need more. I mean, yes, this is a very pricey bronzer. I looked up the price and it's almost like $60 with tax. I'm like, holy crap. So I can't believe that she got this for me, but it's beautiful on the skin. And she did get the 20% off, so thank you so much for that. This is really beautiful. Okay, and then for blush, I'm going to stick with the ColourPop, a little bit of ColourPop theme. I'm just going to take my trusty go-to blush, which is Lunar Has It. I have been grabbing for other blushes in my collection, but I just felt like using this today. So I'm going to take that and apply it. We're almost done. We just have highlight, lipstick, and lip gloss to do. Okay, and then for the highlight, I'm going to take, like I said, I'm going to take the Anastasia loose highlighter in the shade Snowflake. I actually haven't used these in a hot minute, so I'm actually really excited to use it today. I don't really use these typically that much. Lately, I usually use this a ton in like the colder months, or I used this a ton when I first got it, but I think this is going to be like one of my go-to highlighters for like the holidays because it's so beautiful. So I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm going to apply it to my cheeks. I couldn't remember if I usually use this on its own or if I use it layered up. But then I was like, no, these are so intense that you don't really need to put anything underneath. I'm going to build it up a little bit more because you guys know I need an intense highlight. Oh my god, look how beautiful that is. It's just stunning on the skin. And then I'm going to take some on the other side, obviously, and apply that here. I mean, it just gives such an intense sparkle. It's so freaking stunning. Like, look when it hits the light. Like, that is so beautiful. Definitely going to take some more on the other side still because I feel like it did not apply. Oh yeah, that's definitely intense enough. All right, and then we're going to do my nose just a little bit. So beautiful. And then the Cupid's bow. So what I was talking about for makeup, and then the only other thing that I'm interested in besides like the Frozen collection and the tinted moisturizer and concealer from ColourPop and the Dose of Colors concealer is the MAC Holiday Collection, and I really want the Holiday Blush and Highlight Palette. I think it looks so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that so freaking stunning? Like, I don't need anything else. So that is my highlight today, and holy crap, I forgot how much I love these. I can't wait for her to try hers because I did get her those in her package. And then I'm just going to build up the blush a little bit more just because I feel like we lost some of it. There we go. Okay, so for setting spray, I think I am going to use this as 7. Bye. Sorry, my mom was leaving for work. So now I'm going to use the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist as my setting spray. I haven't been using this as my setting spray lately because the first time that I used it, I kind of felt like it dried out my skin and when I used it as a setting spray, so I've been using it as a priming spray. But I want to use it as much as I can on camera for you guys today, so I'm going to just spray a little bit, and I'm hoping that it won't. It was kind of like breaking up my makeup around my like nose area, and I felt like my skin was getting pretty dry. So I'm hoping it won't do that today. So I'm going to spray this as my setting spray. All right, I only did 3 spritzes, and I did hold it pretty far away from my face, so I'm just going to let that sit and dry, and then while I'm letting that dry, I'm just going to run through my brows with a brow gel really quick. I have to be at work really soon. I really don't want to go to work today. I never want to go to work anymore, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to turn my space heater off so I don't forget to do that, because it has been, I don't know if you guys know, in New York, if you live here, it's been so freaking cold lately. Today is not going to get warmer than I think like 35 degrees or something. I think it's like 30 degrees right now. Like, I'm not looking forward to going outside. Like, this has been the coldest fall that we've ever had. I'm just gonna like kind of buff that into my skin a little bit because it's been taking a little bit to dry. So yeah, I really don't want to go outside today. So for lip liner, I'm going to use my trusty Lime Crime Angel, which is my absolute favorite. See, when my skin dries, I feel like it kind of emphasizes my pores around my nose, and I can already see them kind of getting dry. So I'm hoping that it won't break up my makeup. I guess we'll see. I guess I'm just going to be using it as a priming spray then, if it does, but we'll see. So I'm just going to line my lips. If my lips weren't chapped. Oh, come on. I feel like I really need to sharpen some of my lip liners again. I mean, I got it to actually line, but it's still pretty sharp. Like, it feels sharp, like it needs to be sharpened. Okay, so for my lipstick, she did get me this holiday liquid lipstick set from Anastasia. And I'm going to use the shade On Mute, and that's the first. This is the first time I'm ever using this shade, and I've never even heard of this shade until she gifted it to me. So I'm really excited to apply this, and it's a really beautiful, like, cool tone nude. And look how pretty that shade is. It's so pretty. It goes with this look so perfectly today. And I really do love Anastasia's newer formula, because I wore the shade Peachy from this set yesterday, and it was so comfortable on my lips the whole time. And it lasted pretty long. It didn't get crusty or anything, so I feel like she's definitely improved her formula. and they apply very pigmented and creamy now. And I'm kind of surprised that she gifted this to me because I know that she isn't too crazy about this formula either. Because I think that she hated the shade, like the hot pink shade from Anastasia too. Like she talked about it in one of her videos. And I hated that shade too, and I ended up returning that like right away. That was the most streaky pink I've ever used in my life. But these nudes, really pigmented, go on really smoothly. They're really nice. Let me just apply it to the top. And these ones aren't really scented, which I kind of like. I just have a normal liquid lipstick scent. Alright, and then of course I'm going to top it off with a gloss. So this is the second lipstick I've used. I haven't used Sand yet. I used Peachy yesterday and I loved it. So I'm using this one today, and this one's really pretty too. And then for lip gloss, if I could get this to look even, which I think it looks pretty good. Alright, cool. For lip gloss, look how pretty that is though. It's such a beautiful cool tone lipstick. I'm going to be using, of course, the Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse lip balm set. And it's a little bit hard to open. And I'm going to take one of the glosses in here. I think I'm going to use the shade Hot Chocolate today. I have used this one a couple of times, and it's a really beautiful like brown shimmery shade. This is a lot more sheer on the lips actually than what it looks like in the tube. So if you're scared of like if it's going to be too pigmented or not, it's really not. It adds a beautiful like light brown shine. So I'm going to apply that on top. And it just gives such a beautiful shimmer. I probably should have just dabbed it on. I didn't realize it was going to be this pigmented on top because when I applied it by itself, it wasn't this pigmented, honestly. But I really love how it looks, so. It's been getting me to apply gloss on top of something again, because I haven't been wearing gloss too much lately. But I feel like this is too glossy, so I might pout it a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to pout my lips a little. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's not as shiny now. Okay, so that is it, you guys. I really need to get to work, so I'm not going to like throw on my jewelry or anything. I'm just going to show you guys the final look. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I know this look wasn't like too exciting, but it's kind of like a monochromatic cool tone look, and I've kind of been getting into more cool tones the past month or two, especially for winter time. But you guys know I love this Fenty Beauty gloss set. I love the bronzer. I love the primers, and I love the mascara now. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please go check out her video. Again, I'll leave it linked below. Thank you so much for collaborating with me again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. I love you guys. Bye!